Hi there, welcome to the channel VinIQ. As we said earlier that we'll be starting a free course on the anthropology. So this is the continuation of that series of classes here. Let me give you a brief introduction about this subject, anthropology. So many people would be asking that for whom is this subject anthropology? So this is for all those who are trying to study about human beings in general, or who are interested to know about why humans are different from each other, and what is the past of humans and what is the future of human beings here. And then for all those people who study the social or other aspects of humans, like cultural or any kind of variations concerned with human beings, and especially those people who are preparing for various competitive examinations like that of UPSC or other state public service commission examinations in India, or all those people who are looking to become anthropologists or who are interested in the research of anthropology. So this is a very broad discipline with a balanced mixture of both the sciences on one hand and humanities on the other hand. So we'll be talking about the basic things first, and then we'll be moving forward. We'll be talking about some specific aspects about this, the subject anthropology. So to start with, how do we understand this anthropology all about? So etymology is the first step which is useful for us to understand any term, any concept across. Number one is anthropos and ology or logos. So that is how we understand the etymology of anthropology here. So by splitting one word into a minimum of two parts, we can understand the subject better. So as we know that many of the terminologies across sciences and humanities, they are adopted or they are taken from Greek and Latin languages. So is anthropology. So anthropos here very clearly means human beings, and then ology or logos means with a logic or with a reason. That means a study about human beings with logic and reason. So all in all, it is the study of human beings. So that is the basic meaning of the term anthropology. As we said earlier, who can study this? So all those people who are interested about humans and who are studying the past and present and future of humans, those who want to pursue research in anthropology, or those who are preparing for this examinations, having this anthropology as an optional subject. Yes, so getting back here, there are a few disclaimers which need to be given before we embark on the journey of learning anthropology. What are the disclaimers here? The first disclaimer is not to overthink. So because often you tend to overthink and get involved too much in this subject and start looking at everything through this subject of anthropology, which may be often troublesome in understanding the world around you. So remember the first disclaimer, do not overthink. And what is the second disclaimer? This is not to take this subject too personally, because the ideal aspect of the subject is different and the real aspect of your life may be different. So to avoid conflicts between ideals and reality, we would give you a disclaimer not to take many things of this subject too personally, or don't become emotionally dependent on this subject too much. So these disclaimers may be of great help to you and to proceed with the learning of this subject. Next. Yes. So how do we go about learning about anthropology to start with? First, we have to learn about vocabulary. So that means meaning of certain subject specific terms or terminologies concerned with anthropology. This is same with any scientific discipline or humanities discipline across the world. Please understand this. First, we have to familiarize ourselves with the subject specific terminology. We call it as jargon. So every subject will have its own set of terminologies with its own specific contextual meanings. Likewise, we also have for anthropology. So we will focus on vocabulary, that is words and their meanings in the context of anthropology on one hand. On the other hand, we'll be introducing the concepts of anthropology which are useful for your research or for your examinations. So we'll be understanding vocabularies on one hand, concepts on the other hand, and gradually we would introduce you to complexities of the subject eventually. So to start with, as we said, anthropology is nothing but study, scientific study, or study with reason and logic about humans. So anthropos and logos. So who started all this study of human beings? So please remember that it goes back to as old as 484 BCE. So a Greek philosopher called as Herodotus started this discussion about the study of humans, especially the past humans and the present humans, and how these humans are different from each other. That means origin and variation between humans is the essence of anthropology. This was Herodotus' contribution. Later on, by 3rd century BCE, Aristotle, who is considered as the father of anthropology, tried to define anthropology. So you know that Aristotle is a polymath and has contributed immensely to various fields of studies, both sciences and humanities, including philosophy. So Aristotle's contribution to anthropology is in the form of giving a very universal definition in the form of what? Anthropology is about gossip about humans, and anthropologist is a gossiper about himself. So anthropology is a gossip about humans. So it's all about humans. So everything concerned with the human of past, present and future in all possible aspects would be the subject matter of anthropology. Here we have few definitions and meanings given by various scholars which may be essential at this stage to understand. So when we look at few scholars' definitions, one such is your Alfred Louis Kroeber, that is A.L. Kroeber's definition, which in general opens up a kind of a wider arena of discussion concerned with this anthropology. So A.L. Kroeber's definition of anthropology is all about what? Anthropology is the most scientific of humanities and most humanistic of all sciences. So this is much complex than what it sounds to be. So sciences and humanities are two different groups of or disciplines here which are different from each other, with science being empirical and evidence-based in nature, and then humanities being non-empirical and hypothesis or the imagination's assumption-based. So we have sciences and humanities are two different areas of disciplines here, and we can categorize most of the subjects into either sciences or humanities. Now, where do we position anthropology to start our discussion? According to A.L. Kroeber, is about what? So anthropology is most scientific of all humanities. So if at all there is any scientific humanity, as we said earlier, that humanities are non-empirical. That means they are less of sciences. Yes, so most scientific of all humanities would be anthropology. That means, so humanities in general, whichever involve the study of humans in a scientific manner, would be this anthropology, and most humanistic of all sciences. So in general, sciences are less humanistic in nature. What is humanistic here? Having a humanitarian touch or study about only humans, or how humans look at the world, perceive the world, and why world is different for different people. So these are beyond science, beyond empirical nature, beyond evidences. For example, belief systems are beyond empirical nature. So if at all there is any most humanistic of all sciences, that would be anthropology. That means A.L. Kroeber's definition can be simplified into what? That is, the anthropology can be considered as bio, psycho, socio, cultural discipline. Please understand this. So anthropology can be understood as biological, that is scientific, psychological, scientific, social and cultural, which are humanitarian. So biological, psychological, social and cultural aspects of humans are studied under the heading of anthropology.